Hello everybody and welcome to a new battle on this channel. Today I'm doing a doubles battle, so let's start. First on my team is Metagross holding Metagrossite with ability Clear Body until he Mega Evolve, when he gets Tough Claws and moves Iron Head, Ice Punch, Stomping Tantrum and Protect 252 in attack and Speed 4 in special defense Jolly Nature. Next is Volcarona holding Buginium Z and Swarm ability and moves Bug Buzz, Protect, Heat Wave and Quiver Dance 12 in HP 200 in special attack 56 in special defense and 240 in speed Modest Nature. Next is Tapu Fini holding Mago Berry with ability Misty Surge and moves Nature's Madness, Icy Wind, Defog and Scald 248 in HP 28 in attack 140 in defense 44 in special defense and 48 in speed Bold Nature. Next is Tapu Bulu holding Fiji Berry with Grassy Surge ability and moves Horn Leech, Superpower, Bulk Up and Protect 248 in HP 28 in attack 140 in defense 44 in special defense and 48 in speed Adamant Nature. Next is Zeraora holding Assault Vest with Volt Absorb ability and moves Volt Switch, Snarl, Knock Off and Fake Out 184 in HP 68 in defense 8 in special attack 248 in speed Timid Nature. And last Pokemon on my team Landorus Therian holding Choice Scarf Intimidate ability and moves U-Turn, Stone Edge, Earth Power and Stealth Rock 12 in HP 244 in special attack 56 in special defense, and 196 in speed Timid Nature. My team is really weak against Fire, Water, Flying, Poison, Ground, and Ice. This team has 2 Dragon 1 Poison, Ground and Electric immunity. This team has 4 Fighting 3 Grass, Bug, and Steel, 2 Water, Flying, Electric, Dark and Fairy and 1 Normal, Fire, Poison, Ground, Rock, Psychic and Dragon resists. Her team is Moltres, Zapdos, Garchomp, Kingdra, Gliscor and Salamence. Her team is really weak against Ice, Dragon, Rock, and Fairy. Her team has 4 Ground and 2 Electric immunity. Her team has 4 Fire, Fighting and Bug, 3 Grass and Steel, 2 Water, Poison, and 1 Flying. Rock and Fairy resists. So let's start the battle. I lead with Landorus and Tapu Fini. She leads with Garchomp and Salamence. Landorus is Intimidate activated, and Garchomp's and Salamance's attack fell. Now the opposing Salamance's Intimidate activated, and my Landorus's and Tapu's attack fell, and Misty Surge activated as well. The opposing Salamence has Mega Evolved. My Lando used Stone Edge, but that did so little for super effective move. Garchomp used Rock Slide, that also did so little to my Lando and Fini. Salamence used Aerolet boosted Hyper Voice, and as you can see that did a lot to Lando. My Fini used Icy Wind, which is super effective on both Garchomp and Salamence, and their speed fell. I used Stone Edge once again, since I'm locked in because of Scarf, and I landed a critical hit. And the opposing Salamence fainted. I used Icy Wind once again, but this time Garchomp avoided the attack. The opposing Garchomp used Rock Slide once again, and she sent out Kingdra. On Kur again I used Stone Edge with Lando for the same reason as before. The opposing Kingdra used Muddy Water, what is super effective on Lando but not Fini. And Lando fainted. I'm still using Icy Wind, since it's super effective, and as bonus both Garchomp's and Kingdra's speed fell. Garchomp is using Rock Slide again, but it does not do much damage. And I sent out Zeraora. She withdrew Kingdra, and she sent out Zapdos. I used Fake Out. Zeraora was hurt, because of Garchomp's rough skin. And Fini used Scald. And the opposing Garchomp flinched, because of Fake Out and couldn't move. I used Volt Switch. I don't want to die from Earthquake. Zeraora went back, and I sent out Bulu. Byalu's Grassy Surge activated. The opposing Zapdos used Thunder on Finny, which is super effective. Tapu Finny fainted. Her Garchomp used Earthquake. It doesn't affect the opposing Zapdos, but it not very effective on my Byalu. Both Byalu and the opposing Garchomp restored HP using its grassy terrain. And I sent out Zeraora. I used Protect on my Tapu Byalu. Zeraora used Knockoff on Garchomp. Zeraora was hurt and knocked off the opposing Garchomp's Assault Vest, and Zeraora was hurt 'cause of Rough Skin. The opposing Zapdos used Thunder, but Byalu protected itself. Garchomp used Earthquake again and again. Zapdos isn't affected, and for a super effective move on Zeraora that did so little, since we are under grassy terrain. Again Zeraora and Garchomp restored HP, because of grassy terrain. I tried to find out what item Zapdos is holding, and we find out that he hold Electrium Z, because he used Gigavolt Havoc, but I think she wasted her Z move, because Tapu resisted this move. And I used Hornleech on Garchomp, which had its energy drained. And again my Pokemon is hurt, because of Garchomp's Rough Skin, but for the last time in this battle because Garchomp fainted. Both of my Pokemon restored HP using its grassy terrain. And she sent out Moltres. I used Protect with my Byalu. And with Zeraora I used Volt Switch. That did a lot of damage to Moltres. And I sent out Volcarona. The opposing Zapdos restored its HP with Roost and loses Flying type this turn. The opposing Moltres used Heat Wave, but Byalu protected itself, and that a lot of damage on Volcarona. Volcarona and Tapu Byalu restored HP using its grassy terrain. Zapdos used Thunder on my Volcarona. And Volcarona fainted. The opposing Moltres used Heat Wave. And Tapu Byalu fainted. The grassy terrain disappeared from the battlefield. And I sent out Zeraora. And Metagross. My Metagross Mega Evolved. And used Protect, because I want to scout what she's gonna use. I used Fake Out on Moltres, but Moltres is Flame Body activated, and now Zeraora is burned. The opposing Zapdos used Thunder, but Metagross protected itself. The opposing Moltres flinched and couldn't move. And my Zeraora is hurt by its burn. Zeraora used super effective Volt Switch on the opposing Moltres. And Moltres fainted. Metagross used Ice Punch that did a lot of damage to Zapdos, but did not kill Zapdos. And opposing Zapdos used Thunder on Metagross, that did a lot of damage. And my Zeraora is hurt by its burn. And she sent out Gluska. I used Knockoff with my Zeraora. I was hoping Zapdos would faint from this, but it didn't. Metagross used super effective Ice Punch on Gluska, but it was a critical hit that I think didn't matter. And Gluska fainted. The opposing Zapdos restored and loses Flying type this turn because of Roost. And my Zeraora is hurt by its burn. And she sent out Kingdra. Zeraora used Volt Switch on Kingdra. I wish I had more powerful electric attack. Metagross used Ice Punch again on Zapdos. And opposing Zapdos fainted. The opposing Kingdra used Dragon Pulse. Zeraora was hurt once again by its burn. And once again I used Volt Switch. And Metagross used Iron Head. And the opposing Kingdra fainted. And that's the game. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in next one.